Hello everybody, this is Beer, Blades, and Gear. In this video I'm going to be doing my full review on the Zero Tolerance 0308BLKTS. This knife cost me $320. It's made right here in the United States of America. This is a large tactical folding knife with a little bit of touch of flair on the blade. Let's take a look at the fit and finish here. The fit and finish of this knife is just beautiful. You've got the black G10 handle scales with a drop point 20 CV blade. It's a coated blade with tiger stripes, which I think looks really cool. It's got a nice clean factory edge on it. On the other side here, of course, you've got the pocket clip. It's a frame lock. You just go ahead and drop it closed. The blade came out of the box perfectly centered. And then of course you've got the flipper tab here with a little bit of jimping. I will say that the detent is a little bit strong on this knife and a little bit small of a flipper tab. So it's not necessarily the easiest knife to flip, but I think overall the fit and finish is amazing. It's time to take a look at the hand feel and ergonomics. The hand feel and ergonomics of this knife are fantastic. You have over a 5-inch handle here, which allows you to get a nice full purchase. I have a large size glove, and there's actually some room to spare here on the handle. So I think the hand feels really nice. You've got the black G10 handle scales, and they're backed by titanium, which makes this feel quite sturdy in hand. And then of course you have the jimping on the top of the blade, which allows you to lock in so nicely. So I'd say the hand feel of this knife is second to none. Here's the size comparison. This is my Zero Tolerance Tiger blade compared to the Rick Hinder XM18 3.5. That's what it looks like next to the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Here it is next to the Benchmade Osborne 940. That's what it looks like on top of a deck of playing cards compared to a Silver Dollar. And last but not least, compared to a mini Bic lighter. The beer I'm currently drinking is Old Rasputin by North Coast Brewing Company out of Fort Bragg, California. 9% alcohol. This is definitely a heavy hitter, but I would recommend it to anyone who likes dark beer. Let's take a look at the specifications. We have an overall length of just over 8.8 inches. So this knife is definitely not small by any stretch of the imagination. We have a blade length of 3.75 inches. It's made from 20 CV super steel. It's a drop point with a full flat grind. Has a black stonewash finish. And it also has this tiger stripe finish as well, which I think looks really cool. You have a handle length of just over 5 inches. The handle is made from black G10 and is backed by titanium, which really does give this knife a very sturdy feel in hand. It's considered a tactical knife. Tip up, it's ambidextrous, so you can use it in your left or right hand. And the weight is 6.9 ounces. So this is definitely not a lightweight knife, but it's just sturdy and it's really fun to carry as well. It's time to go over the fidget factor. I'd say the fidget factor of this knife is just okay. I don't think Zero Tolerance really had fidgeting in mind when they designed this knife, so I'm not really going to hold it against them here. But one of the really obvious things that I noticed when I first handled this knife was just how strong the detent was. And then you've got that heavy blade as well. And then this flipper tab is pretty small. So when you push this down, it takes a lot of force to click that blade out. So I'd say the Fidget Factor is just mediocre. This is my take on the pocket profile. I think the pocket profile on this knife is actually really good, especially for a knife this size. I mean, it sits low in your pocket. It's a little bit long, but it can tuck back in there quite well. So I'd say I actually like the pocket profile on this. Here are my final thoughts on the zero tolerance with a Tiger blade. I think the first thing that I want to mention is I really wish that they would just make the name of their knives something simple, so that when people in the knife community want to talk about this particular knife, we don't have to remember a big long sequence of numbers and letters. Just give it a simple name so we can talk about it easily. But, you know, when it comes to the fit and finish, I think the fit and finish is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And then the materials that are used are definitely top notch as well. I think that the Fidget Factor definitely needs some work, but I don't think that they really had the Fidget Factor in mind when they designed this particular knife. It's got a great pocket profile. Especially for a knife this size, I think it's got a great pocket profile. The value, I'd say that this knife is priced probably right about where it should be. I wouldn't say it's a bargain, but I wouldn't say it's a rip-off either at $320. So I think the price point is pretty fair. So overall, if I had the choice to buy this knife again, I would, definitely. This is something I'm going to keep in my collection. It's been a lot of fun to review and a lot of fun to carry as well. If you guys enjoy my content, I would ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, please ring the little notification bell. You all have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.